Hi and welcome, my name is TheNordicDane. Today we're going to talk about a Nintendo Switch game called Let's Go Eevee. If you already follow my channel, you know that I recently just acquired a Switch from my good friend Cody. If you haven't watched already, please click here for the video. When it comes to Pokemon games, my first Pokemon game was the black and white Pokemon Yellow, where you had Pikachu following you around. And that is something that they've used in this new version of it too. But now, not only can you have Pikachu following you around, you can have any Pokemon you can catch following you around. Which also means that you can ride and fly on your Charizard, or you can swim on your Gyarados. And I love that. I then later acquired a Game Boy Advance SP, and I then had the Pokemon Ruby. And then later on, a couple of years ago, when Pokemon Go came out, I was a huge fan in the beginning. So big of a fan that even me and my friends, we went out and we went hunting. We even bought power banks so that we could charge our phones on the go. Now, Pokemon Let's Go Eevee and Let's Go Pikachu is actually made by the same company, Game Freak, and is based on the 20-year-old Pokemon Yellow. Now, this is an exact copy of the Pokemon Yellow with a few twists and few upgrades to it. Now, Pokemon Let's Go Eevee and Let's Go Pikachu has in total sold 13 million copies, which is one of their most best-selling games at all times. The difference between the Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee edition versus the Pokemon Yellow is just the fact that it's been upgraded. Slight changes such as you can now select your gender, which has also been included in newer version of it, but it wasn't a part of the original. Now, when I talk about upgrades, I of course talk about visual upgrades as well as actual gameplay updates with the attacks looking slightly different and it's less 2D and more 3D. But I also talk about the fact that they recently included Mega Pokemons and XY Pokemons, which is basically an extra super evolution of certain Pokemons. As I talked about in my other video, the game console itself has a 720p visual, whereas if you put it up on your TV, you can get up to 1080p. They've also changed a huge mechanic within the game, because it used to be that you could walk around in the grass and the Pokemon would randomly spawn, whereas now they've upgraded so that you can actually see the different Pokemon walking around in the grass, so you can choose whether you want to meet a Rattata or a Pidgey, which I personally love. I love the fact that they've changed it and so that you can actually also avoid Pokemon altogether. They've also changed it and added in a Pokemon Go feature, which is that you now catch the Pokemon. You don't fight them, you fight the trainers, but you catch the Pokemon that you meet on your way, which I like a lot, but I also kind of miss the actual fighting against random Pokemons. Just like in the TV series, you know that you have to fight a Pokemon and weaken it first before you can catch it. So this kind of new style takes away all of that, and it kind of makes the whole game so different, and I don't like it. But all in all, I really love the 3D aspects that they put into this game, except for the characters who still look like they were taken out of Wii Sport. It saves really easily. The fact that you on your Switch can go into standby mode, so you don't even have to go out of the game and actually close down the console, and it just makes it so much easier. The soundtrack is exactly the same as it used to be in the game 20 years ago. They've just updated the sound so it doesn't sound like an 8-bit version. Now, I used to have this game on a Game Boy, and I remember us having to trade with each other in the breaks between classes, and in order to do that, you needed to have some sort of special cord. But now with the Switch and it having the ability to do a Wi-Fi, you can basically just trade with your friend without any cord, without any internet. You just both have to be near each other. You can also do it over the internet by putting in a code that your friend then have to copy and put in. So you can basically trade anywhere. They've also included a connection to your Pokemon Go profile. So if there's a Pokemon you have in Pokemon Go that you want to transfer into your game, that is also something you can do, which makes it super easy for you to get all the Pokemons, because as it is right now, some of the Pokemons are limited to the Let's Go Eevee version, whereas some of the other Pokemons are limited to the Let's Go Pikachu version. Now, I have been playing this video game a lot, and I have loved every second of it. I want to play more of it, and I really hope that they soon will do newer versions just like this, but for the other games such as the Gold and Silver and the Ruby and Sapphire, because they recently announced that they are going to do a newer version of the Diamond and Pearl. So I hope that they will go back in time and make Gold and Silver upgraded version and make a Ruby and Sapphire upgraded version. I grew up with the first generation, somewhat with the second and third, so for me it really takes me back to the good old days, and I really hope that they will make more of these games, especially if they make them as well as they have made Pokemon Let's Go Eevee and Let's Go Pikachu, because this game without a doubt is 6 out of 6 Viking helmets. I love this game and I'm gonna be playing this a lot, and I want more. There's no doubt that I will be playing this 100%, see if I can catch all the Pokemons. Might even want to integrate my Pokemon Go into it so that I can get all of them, just like I can feel good about completing a childhood game at 100%. So my advice to you is that if you have a Switch and you haven't picked up the Pokemon Let's Go Eevee or Let's Go Pikachu, you need to do so right now.
Right now.
Because it's golden. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, please go and like the subscribe button, and also go and follow me on Twitch. My handle is TheNordicDane, and as always, vi ses.